Okay, so we start out with the three goddesses that created Hyrule. They also created this cool thing called the Triforce. It's super powerful, which brings us to game number 1, Skyward Sword. A demon named Demise wants the Triforce, but a goddess named Hylia said no. Demise is too strong. So Hylia throws everyone up in the sky, which is known as Skyloft, and then she seals Demise away for a really long time. A really long time later, Demise is about to break the seal. Also, Hylia ended up reincarnating herself as a human, known as Zelda. So Zelda and some dude named Link defeat Demise. Also, this is where Demise curses their bloodline, which is why pretty much all the Zelda games have Link, Zelda, and a bad guy. But it's okay, because we got all these cool Zelda games from it. Moving on, we have a dude named Vati that also wants to be super strong. But then another Link ends up putting him down. But then he comes back for revenge. But too bad, because now there's like 4 Links. So yeah, Vati dies again. Then we have Ocarina of Time. We have another dude who wants the Triforce. His name is Ganondorf. And then we have Link and Zelda, who are just kids. Link tries to open the Sacred Realm and get the Triforce before Ganondorf could, but ended up backfiring and Ganondorf got it instead. Once Link was old enough to get the Master Sword, he went with Zelda to go seal Ganon away. And after that, Zelda sends older Link back in time as a kid. But this actually ended up causing the timeline to split. One where Link kills Ganondorf, Ganondorf gets locked up before he takes the Triforce, and where Ganondorf kills Link. In the timeline where Link dies, 7 sages lock up Ganondorf in the Sacred Realm. So starting in A Link to the Past, another Link travels to the Sacred Realm and kills Ganondorf, and restores everything back to normal. For now, then Link goes sailing and gets stuck in a trippy dream, but then wakes up after he helps out a flying whale. Very cool. Then in the Oracles, we have 2 witches that are trying to bring back Ganon, but too bad because Link said no, and defeats them. Moving on to Link Between Worlds, Zelda gets kidnapped by Emo Zelda. Apparently there's another alternate universe like Hyrule called Lorule. Emo Zelda wants to steal the Triforce, but once again, Link said no, bringing peace to Hyrule and to the people of Lorule. Then we have this one. So basically, there's a princess that gets a curse where she's forced to wear a jumpsuit, and then 3 Links break the curse. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Then Hyrule becomes very peaceful for a long time. Never mind. Looks like the Triforce of Courage is gone. Okay, so basically what happens is one of the Hyrule Kings hid the Triforce of Courage, and now only Zelda knows where it's at. But a witch put her in a deep sleep where she can't wake up, so now no one knows where the Courage piece is. Which brings us to the classic Legend of Zelda, where Ganondorf is back somehow, and he still wants the Triforce. But too bad, a different Zelda, not to be confused with the Sleeping Zelda, splits the Wisdom Triforce into 8 pieces. So then Link finds them and then beats up Ganon. With Ganon gone again, Link goes to look for the Triforce of Courage. Link finds it. Then Link uses the complete Triforce to wake up the Sleeping Zelda. Then we move on to the Child timeline, where Link gets sent back in time as a kid, and Ganon ends up getting sealed away into the Twilight Realm. In Majora's Mask, Link ends up in another reality called Termina, where he fights Majora's Mask. Then in Twilight Princess, Ganon finds a dude named Zant in the Twilight Realm. He gives Zant some of his power. So then Zant turns the Twilight Princess Midna into an imp. Midna gets mad, so she teams up with Link to go fight Zant and Ganondorf, restoring Hyrule and the Twilight Realm. Hundreds of years later, Ganon comes back again somehow, and also Vati. But don't worry, Link uses the Force Sword to seal Ganon and Vati away. Again, now onto the adult timeline, where Link defeats Ganondorf and gets sealed away. But then Link vanishes, because Zelda sends him back in time. So after so many years, the seal on Ganon broke, just like every seal does. And since our hero is gone, we're doomed. So the goddesses come down to flood Hyrule, putting a huge seal on all of Hyrule, including Ganon. But then he comes back, which brings us to Wind Waker, where Link obtains the Master Sword and the Triforce of Courage so he can fight Ganon. Link finds Tetra, who's actually Zelda, and together they go defeat Ganondorf. Then they go sailing together. Basically, Link meets Captain Linebeck, and together they defeat an evil creature named Bellum. After that, Link and Zelda find a new continent named New Hyrule. They build trains. 100 years later, then some dude named Cole kidnaps Zelda's body, so he can summon an evil dude called Malladus. But Ghost Zelda and Link stop them with their cool new train. And that about wraps up the adult timeline. And now you're probably wondering, where does Breath of the Wild come in? Well, according to the devs, it can be in any timeline. It's more of up to the player. But for the sake of this video, we'll just say it's in all of them. So after 10,000 years, Calamity Ganon is summoned and wreaks havoc across Hyrule. Luckily, Zelda holds off Ganon while Link takes a nap. Once Link is well rested, he helps seal Ganon away. Then on to Tears of the Kingdom. Spoiler alert, by the way. With Calamity Ganon being gone, there's nothing to worry about anymore. Until there was something to worry about. That's right, Ganondorf. Ganondorf ends up breaking the seal once again and starts to take over Hyrule. But thanks to Link and Zelda turning into a dragon, they're able to defeat Ganon once more. Hooray! And now you're probably wondering the most important question. How does Link's crossbow training fit into the timeline? Well, you see, there's actually a fourth timeline where Link gets a crossbow and uses it to fight very dangerous monsters.